a quick demonstration of the Adobe Firefly artificial intelligence text to image creator. You access it by typing firefly.adobe.com. And let me delete all the rest of that stuff. And there you go. It'll take you to this page. Sign in. You need to authenticate just like you would with your Butler stuff. And there you go. And here we go. So it's going to tell me what's new. It's got a new model. Well, it's a new one to me. Last time I played with this was number 3. And that was just a month or so ago. They're generating video. Giving you visualization boards, all sorts of things you can use non-Adobe models now. Things I don't understand yet. Hey, I have to look into this. But we're just going to gloss over the basics anyhow. So here we go. I'm going to describe what I want to see. Now, your next assignment will require you to add something of AI in it. So I am going to show you how to do a prompt and be specific so you get what you want. The Pacers are now playing in the playoffs. I'm not sure when the next game is. It should be maybe today or tomorrow here in Indianapolis. So I'm dating this definitely. But basketball, this just makes me think of basketball. So why don't I say I want to see a basketball side lit on a basketball court. So I want to be specific, and I want this to be a close-up. Photographic, realistic image of a basketball side lit, basketball comma. Let's see if I've been specific enough. And Adobe's doing a new credit thing here. I think with your Butler plan, you get enough free credits. Certainly enough to do this assignment, but there you go. And if I don't like this, I can change. This is my personal favorite right here. That looks pretty nice. Oh, look at what it's done to the basketball. So the basketball isn't really realistic. We can fix that in Photoshop, of course, with just literally using that AI. But you can see the limitations of AI. AI is not always pretty. It's at a better ball here. I don't have the court in the background. I like having that in the background. So wherever it gave me a nice background, it kind of screwed up another piece of it. And I only got one really realistic looking ball. This one here. So clearly it doesn't do basketballs very well. It also doesn't do generally hands very well. So let's change our prompt a little bit. Of a basketball with a large hand spanning it in, spanning, how about gripping it? And am I typing? Nope, I'm typing the wrong place. It's a basketball. It's typed down here, folks, in the actual box, not where I told you. Of a basketball being gripped by a large hand. You know what I'm talking about when they gotta span it. I can't do it. Silent comma. Photographed on a, and you can't read that. There you go, but I knew it was happening. I already had it on a. Let's see what it gives me. The more specific you are, the more specific, the closer it's going to get to what you are looking for. And there you go. Hands are generally tough. This is why I asked it to do this. Because hands are something it just definitely doesn't do right. That finger isn't right. It's because it doesn't understand how human hands work. It's probably the closest one to what I wanted. I like that. And this person has 4 fingers, and they're very weird. And this one here, oopsie. And this one here is probably a really good one. These two hands look normal. I like this one. That's a winner, winner chicken dinner. And I'm going to close that. I'm going to change this prompt a little more time. Photographed on a plain white background. And a lot of times I have trouble getting it to do things I want like that. So I'm doing this for you to show you if you have troubles. It's not just you. And maybe it's a little better now with their fourth image engine. Oh, it is. Look at that. So that works. The ball doesn't look great. Oops, I went back a page. That wasn't good. But there you go. So what can I do here? Let me show you a few other options. So I've shown you how to do a prompt. Let me show you this left-hand general setting stuff. Content type, photographic or art. I could tell it to do art. So I want this to be, instead of photographic, realistic. It could be an illustration. Close-up. Illustrated image of a basketball being, and I could tell it I want this to be art, and it's going to make it art for me. And so the content type, I want this to be totally illustrated. That's the visual intensity of that style. And if you change one thing at a time, you're going to be able to see exactly what you're doing more than just changing a bunch of things and not knowing what changed to what. So lovely. Is it an illustration? No. Oops. Photograph. Drawn on a plain white background. Close up. I'm going to say illustration. I think I might be having a problem with that. And if I want it to be really illustrated, I can give it I can give it a reference photo. So let's say for position, so there's a style reference and there's also a reference. And this reference is going to be for structure. So let's say I want it to look like, particularly, let's pick one out. This one with the two hands. So I'm going to download this. And I'm going to place that here. My downloads. So this is the reference image, right? And this is for composition. Notice this is for composition. And I'm going to leave it at its default. And I want it to be an illustration. So styles, I'm going to browse the gallery until I find an illustration style I like. And let's say I want it to look like, oh, I hate that style personally. Let's go with this one. Why not? And you can upload your own image here if you wanted to. There you go. So there's the composition. And the strength, we'll leave it at medium. So this composition styles, I'm going to leave, there's a reference. And you can do things here. And let's just change one thing at a time. So it should be an illustration this time. If not, I'll be disappointed. It feels more illustratory for sure. Illustrated, it still looks really photographic. It's probably because I have this visual intensity set all the way up. Let's change the visual intensity. And some of these sliders are really this isn't too bad. This is giving me great variations. Composition. You see how it doesn't give me a lot of variations? So I'm going to say the middle one for composition. And styles, I want the strength to be all the way up on that style. And let's give it a different... Not even sure what that looks like. Yeah, I changed two things. You're welcome. I'm looking at this more an illustration. That's kind of cool there, though. And notice that none of these are on a plain white background. Now, it got all of this stuff because of the style I gave it. Let's change the style, right? Generate again. So you can see how I'm getting all of these different things. This was inspiring this. I don't know, oh, this one has little dots in the background too, right? So you can put whatever you want as an image reference. You can download something. I'm going to browse the gallery one more time and pick something else. Something a little more cartoony that I want. And notice that it's following the reference really tightly. So let's go with this little unicorn. Hilarious. All right. And visual intensity. Let's go with it. And hopefully I'm going to get my plain white background because I think that unicorn has a plain white background. And I'm getting a planar bite background. The ball is not being drawn very well. The hands are drawn horribly, but you can see. Okay, you got the idea. And that's all I want to do with this video, is give you the idea of how to create this stuff. Now you have the skills in Photoshop. You can download these and refine them. Or you can keep playing, right? So maybe I want the strength of that is good. Maybe a little, that's the reference image for what I want to, hands gripping it. The style strength, maybe a little less style strength. It's not letting me go in between. I hate that. All right. Let's get one more time with less style strength. Then I can also add an effect if I want. But here it's looking much more like an illustration. If I did, and that looks almost like a ball. If I didn't want this background stuff, I can go to Photoshop and erase it. So don't expect AI to do everything you want all the time. There are other tools. Some of you might be used to using ChatGPT. They have a Dolly, I think is the name of theirs. There's Midjourney. There's one I like called Focus or Focus. It's open source. It uses the same engine as Midjourney. But that's how you can create images with word prompts. Play with it. It's a game. It's fun. And you have lots of credits. My credits are a lot. And you should, I don't know if you get that many as a student, but you should have many. So there you go. Because education. All right. I just wanted you to see that and have a demonstration of how you use the software for some AI word-based image generation. So you've been shown, just include one little doodad somewhere along the way that works with your presentation in your next assignment. Thanks.